Around 11 o'clock, we received a call at our 911 center about a possible fire here at the Pickens County landfill. Our first truck was on the scene in around 5 minutes and made their way to the top of the hill, hit our scrap metal area. They did report a working fire, heavy fire at that point. As you can see, we've got the fire contained. We want folks to know that right now there's no threat to other property. They will see some smoke in the area as we'll be here for several hours. Right now we've got heavy equipment that has been brought in, and we're actually digging down to the bottom of the fire and extinguishing fires. We're able to pull that out. We do want to let folks know that the operations here at the landfill and the nearby recycling center have not been impacted. It's still open, but we want folks to be extremely careful because we do have fire engines traveling in and out. So we've got a lot of traffic coming in here. We do not have a fire hydrant on the property, so we're having to bring water in through tankers. So we'll be continuing that here for the next several hours. No injuries have been reported, which is a great thing. But folks, we just want to make sure that folks are safe when they're around us and we're coming in and out.
Do we know at this time what would have caused the fire to start?
Because we've still got active fire, it'll be a little while before it's cool enough for us to make access and try to determine what may have started the fire. Right now, we don't see anything other than an accidental fire at this point.
And what's in this pile? You mentioned earlier it's scrap metal. What parts are we seeing?
Mostly scrap metal, things that people bring in, toolboxes, desks, washers, dryers, things of that nature. So we do have some plastics that are burning that would be part of that, but for the most part, it's mostly just scrap metal.
At this time, are there going to be any air alerts sent out or air quality issues?
Currently, the conditions of the day, most of our smoke is going straight up. We don't think there will be any threats to folks in the immediate area due to the smoke. But we want folks to know that we will see smoke in the area here for the next few hours.
You mentioned the tankers. We noticed they were coming in and out of the fill. Earlier when we were speaking with them, they said within the first hour, maybe 8 or 10 refills. At this point, do you know how much you guys have had?
I do not. Currently, I've just been watching the operations here on top of the hill, but I do not have a current count. But I would say we're probably in at least a dozen tankers that have been in and out to haul water up here to the top of the hill.
Understood. And how many personnel tankers are on site right now?
Right now we have 3 tankers operating. We have 3 fire departments that are on scene, and right now I think we have 15 to 20 folks that are still active in the fire.
Is that typical for a fire this size to have that many?
Of course, it does depend, but with this kind of fire like this, that's about normal for a day like today. Yeah.
What about when it comes to landfill fires? Are they treated differently from your typical outdoor fire or your typical residential?
Well, as far as tactics, the main thing is to make sure we contain it, and again, we have been able to do that, keep it here on the property so there is no threat. They do bring on, there's certain things about them that are certainly a challenge because we do have a big pile here. The fire gets down to the bottom, and sometimes getting to the seat of the fire can be difficult. That's where we bring in the heavy equipment, just like we've done here today, to help bring that out and get to the seat of the fire so we can make sure it's completely extinguished. You can see we've got a pretty good pile of stuff here behind us, so we'll be here for a little while trying to completely get this fire put out.
And can you briefly explain the difference in the colors of smoke you were telling me about?
Well, as we start working through the fire, you'll see some black smoke. That's due to plastics and things that are burning. Then it gets into the gray smoke, which means we're starting to get some water put on the fire. The white smoke means we're getting some steam conversion because that metal is hot, and so it will smolder for a long time. It takes a good bit of water to get it cool enough to where we can actually handle it.
I just had a question that came in from my manager. Let's see. Is this, you mentioned, so as of right now, operations are normal. Will the fire impact recycling this week? He said today some temporary changes went in effect for the Pickens County recycling centers, suspending drop-offs for things like different goods. And he's just wondering, will this impact recycling headed into the week, or is that typically, as of right now?
Yes, ma'am. This week we actually implemented our brown goods are coming here to the main landfill rather than the satellite recycling centers. That's really just to give our landfill personnel an operation to get ahead so that once we get the after Christmas rush, people bring in trash from holiday gatherings, cardboard, things like that. So our other recycling centers tend to get kind of busy. So they're working ahead so they're prepared for that. However, this will not impact the operations here at the main landfill. Folks can still bring their brown goods and recyclables here just like any other operational day.